It all started because of soul music on Radio 4, and I made a programme about Sam Cooke's Change Is Gonna Come. It lent itself very well to doing something with Ujima, which we were very keen to do. I got together with Roger Griffith and we started discussing how we might make something out of the idea of a song about civil rights and turning it into something bigger that was relevant to Bristol, and create a partnership really between Radio 4 and Ujima and communities in Bristol that might not naturally be BBC consumers.
I was born by a river.
We would like to think that we would stride arm in arm with King, bathe in his beautiful words, and proceed to live out his dream, reflecting it in every action, every breath.
Yes, it will. Changing in a way that's new to you. Girl, I'm changing in a way you don't recognize. Think you may be right, 'cause I'm
Later that year, Carmen Beckford became Bristol's first race relations officer and an executive member of the Commonwealth Coordinated Committee. As a founding elder, Carmen Beckford was committed to improving the lives and opportunities of people regardless of their ethnicity.
Reflecting things like the Bristol bus boycott, the rebellion from the 1980s, the riots here in St Paul's, but also some modern day acts and artists. So I was glad just to play my part in pulling that all together as producer and curator.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I am powerful and I am meaningful. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And I'm intelligent and I am confident. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
It's great to be here and see that Bristol connection with what's going on in America and feeling like what's happening in Standing Rock now in America, and seeing that footage of the water cannons and thinking so little has changed in many ways.
This is amazing. It's something new for us as a Somali community, so it's really great event.
There's this reporter man, small man, thin man, attitude problem in a shirt and tie. And this individual is hell-bent on intimidating me. He leans in so no one around can hear. I'm gonna tear you apart and find out what makes you tick. And then we're given this cup and saucer for the photo to make it look like we're getting along all nice and civilized, but he's still trash-talking me under his breath.
Inspired and proud, and I love the films. The program was very well done, presented. It's nice to listen to all the music, the singers, and the stories that went on behind. So it was very good.
The place of dreams, the place of possibilities, the place of creative aspirations, culture, commerce, and our own seductive music. Bristol, the city is still haunted by the ancestral ghost that echoes the historical hangover that gets sobered us up to what time hasn't changed.
As a black community, we don't really embrace BBC Radio 4 as such. We don't think they make programming for us. We need to have more events like this, not just in October and certainly not just in November. We need to have them January to December.
The program itself was very good because there was many things that happened during the 70s, 80s that affected us Brits or black British people, and it had a profound influence on what's happening today, basically.
That's very special. We've got to reconnect with our story all the time, from Roy to Paul to Carmen Bedford and all those Bristol stories. But also, I think it's really important to know that we're part of a global thing here. And actually, with the rise of reactionary, nationalist, right-wing politics as well, we can't be small-minded. What we are struggling with is global.
Thank everybody for coming along. Just from that one conversation, there's a spark. I'm glad to put some of those stories on stage, and I'm looking forward to putting others.
I think it's just given us idea of what's possible, and there's so many artists that are involved with Ujima who have stories to tell. We have the facilities to get those stories put out there a little bit more, and I think we just need to keep talking and sharing ideas.